Give me your top 3 athlete rappers. You get Shaq, Time, which is Deion Sanders, Roy Jones Jr., Dame Lillard, Master P, Kobe. You only get 3.
Master P, Kobe, and Shaq.
Okay.
Yeah. Shaq's got skills, man. I did carpool karaoke with him.
Oh, yeah.
He can flow. He can still flow.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he got a good...
He's got a doctorate. He's smart.
He's very So, give me your Mount Rushmore, your favorite, your greatest, who you think the greatest 4 rappers are in the history.
So for me, Jay-Z, Eminem, Nas, and Rakim.
Wow.
And man, Rakim's voice, and I like I'm everyone has their bias, and I know that list is obviously going to incite riots. And we all have our bias. We all have our favorites. That's what makes music special.
Yes.
That's what makes creativity special. I was brought up in like the East Coast boom bap. I love wordplay. I love poetry. It's what I based my character on. So I think all that's super clever.
Yeah.
And that's my list.
So when John is driving around in his car, who are you listening to today?
I have come a long way. I'm no longer a bodybuilder. I just want to preface that.
Okay.
Sometimes chapters can close. I'm going to retire this year from wrestling. That chapter's going to close.
Yes.
I listen to nothing.
Really?
I am a huge car guy. So when I get to drive, it's kind of my chance to meditate.
Okay.
I always try to drive something manual with a stick shift. And I always just listen to the car, man.
Really?
Yeah. And that could be like, I had one rare day off, and you had mentioned that there's a rare. I think we work in the same dimension.
Yes.
I drove around the state of Florida just for shits and giggles. I did 880 miles. I left my house in Tampa, went to Orlando, went around the thumb, went back up, went back down. And as soon as I pulled in my garage, I'm like, whoa, 880 miles, not too bad.
So you just got in the car one day and was like, you know what? Hey, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. I haven't driven in a while. I haven't taken a trip in a while. I want to be, and not once did I turn on the radio. I left at 4:30 in the morning. I pulled in my garage at 10:30 at night, stopped for like 3 or 4, I love little coffee shops.
Right.
Stopped for like 3 or 4 coffees on the way.
Did you talk to anybody? Did you turn the phone up?
At the coffee shops, talk to people. In the car, not one phone call, not one text. Phone was in the back seat, power off. And it's like my way to meditate. Right. So what do I listen in the car? Nothing. Boring. Nothing.
There was a big rap battle going on this summer.
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
And Drake.
Yes.
Who won?
I know nothing about this.
You don't know anything?
All I know is the headlines. I'm the one person, the one breathing human being who did not hear bar 1 of this beef. I haven't heard any music, any tracks, nothing. So this is all new to me. Who won?
Man,
who won and why?
Man,
you started out, I was like, man, I love this guy. But
just on pure just play Drake. They play it all the time. If there's not going to be a game, a football game, a basketball game, or anything that you go to where the home team is winning, where you're not going to hear they're not like us. Kendrick Lamar. Yes, Kendrick won.
Okay, so
because it's the most, isn't it the most played disc in history already? I think it's the biggest song this summer.
I need to check this out. I've been living under a rock. I need to check this out. Yeah. All right. Kendrick Lamar. Right on.
Who of your current rappers going? You got Kendrick Lamar. You got Drake. I mean, you got these young,
So I kind of
5 Babies.
I kind of
Little Big. Duh.
I kind of drifted away from hip hop right around Drake, and I think I always thought Drake was extremely talented. Again, I love wordplay. I think his stuff is very well thought out. I think he's very poetic. I like the way he adds music into the songs. Like, I don't have enough depth of field to evaluate anybody current. He was like the last one where it becomes fade to nothingness.
Right. Well, you mentioned it earlier. This is your final year in WWE.
This is it, 2025. This is it, man. Yeah.
And so when you look at farewells, I mean, Kobe got a farewell, Kareem got a farewell. I mean, everybody's waiting for LeBron to get his farewell. I think the thing is Tom Brady didn't get that because we didn't really know Tom was going to retire. He just like, okay, I'm done now. What do you hope? What do you want your farewell? What do you want the lasting memories of your last year in the WWE? What do you want that to be?
That's a great question. Personally, I would like to just want it to be worth it. And I don't mean that I won't get value from it. I'll enjoy every second. I just want to justify it. Like I hope it is good for WWE business. I hope it continues to build the future of the brand and company. I hope that the events are satisfying for the audiences. From an audience perspective, I hope everyone can come to these events and either relive memories they might have had over the past 23 years or make new memories, because there's a whole new generation of superstars out there. So if a young kid who is all he's seen in programming is maybe Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, if his dad brings him in and be like, hey, son, 10 years ago, this was the guy.
Right.
And look at him, like he can still go. Like, this is my guy. And the son's like, no, this is my guy. I've heard so many stories from families about like, hey, one time my dad took me to wrestling. We watched you. Now I'm a grown man and I realized that was my way of my dad bonding with me. Thank you for that. So like, if the tour can do that, that's awesome. And I don't see, you have a 0% chance of doing that if you just say, I'm done.
Right.
We're not pure sport. The benefit of what we do is we're sports entertainment.
Amen.
So I can be like, the body doesn't feel, I have a choice. I could hang around for another 10 years and do like a match a year and maybe progressively get worse with my skill set, or take an honest look at myself and be like, I can do like 30, 40 dates this year, make it a thing, tell everybody this is it, which it is, be able to close the chapter in my life, move on to things that I'm curious and enthusiastic about, and hopefully create some moments and let people take away from it whatever they want. I want it to be worth it.
What would it mean for you? You're tied currently with Ric Flair, 16-time world champ. To get number 17, who would you like to fight? The Rock, Randy Orton, Logan Paul, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Who would you like to fight that match to win the title?
So I think that's a thing because of the legacy that Ric Flair has, and certainly I've been fortunate enough to win.
You ain't finna beat down Ric Flair, are you?
I personally know Rick, and he has a good chance of winning that fight. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think what's interesting about the tour is there are some jackpot long shot scenarios where it can happen. But to win a number one contendership in a story driven purpose, you have to earn it.
Right.
I had my chances. I've been a part-timer now since like 2018. That's 6 years.
Right.
I've had my chances of coming back and being like, I want you in a match. I haven't won a match since 2018.
Wow.
That's a slump.
That's a lot of L's.
Step one, I need to bust a slump.
Right.
So with all of those things into play, I don't want it, like I said, I want it to be worth it to the audience. So if I come back and push the champion and be like, you and me in a match, the audience will immediately see through that as he just bumped his way to the front of the line, and the guy I watch every week who's earned that spot, he just took it away from him. That's stupid.
Right.
If I win the Royal Rumble, I get an automatic chance. There have been stakes put on the Elimination Chamber. If I win that, I might get an automatic chance at a championship. The Money in the Bank suitcase is a suitcase for a championship match anytime, anywhere. So that's what's cool about doing it over a year. There are these lottery chances where I can be like, yo, he may break the record. If that's even an option, I got to start winning in January, and I might earn a shot by December.
Wow.
And at that point, I don't give a fuck who it's with, as long as I can just get a chance.
Right.
But I also, having been that champion, I respect the process, and I don't ever want to take somebody's spot, man. I don't ever want to take somebody's spot, you know?
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before two something.